I mean, there's pretty strong evidence now that given their choice, students generally take the paper book. Thank you, sir.
No.
That's my grandson. Instead of the electronic. Not all. A growing number use the electronic. But it's the electronic, for want of a better word, is kind of clunky. You can highlight, you can edit, you can flip up and back, but it's not as easy as doing it on the page. And there is also something, I suspect most of us have encountered this, there is something physically pleasing about having this thing called a book in your hand and being able to turn a page or flip back or mark it, that one doesn't get that satisfaction from the electronic version of it. And again, I think the research is pretty strong that given a choice, most people will reject the electronic if what they're trying to do is read. If they're trying to do research, that's very different. Yeah, the students prefer the paper book overwhelmingly, even though it's quite expensive. Law books these days, gosh, a cheap one would be $100, and they can go up to all the way to $200. So these are pricey.
And then the other point you made is writing out longhand.
Yeah, I would refer you to the research. I'm no researcher in this area, but there's quite good evidence and some recent research in the published in a scientific journal and written up in the New York Times that those who take notes by hand have a greater retention rate than those who do it electronically, for a pretty commonsensical reason that if you do it electronically, you're trying to get every word down, kind of a stenographer, or what we used to call a stenographer. Whereas if you do it by hand, where nobody can write that fast, your brain is telling you what's important and what isn't, and that's kind of a double way of retaining material rather than just listening once. You're listening, absorbing, writing all kind of instantly. Yeah.